Hi everyone, I'm Miss Tiona and I'm here to teach you Ladybug Yoga. Today is session 3 and we are going to keep moving along, learning poses and just working on our flexibility and balance and muscle tone. So our goal today is just to keep working on muscle improvement and balance and flexibility. All right, so as we're doing this today, counselors, just do me a favor, make sure that you've taken attendance and make sure that the kids maybe have a water bottle near them, that they can drink water at their leisure. No big gulps though, kids, okay? Just little sips. You don't want to be getting a lot of water in your stomach while you're working out. Kind of just sits there and sloshes around, not so good. All right, so just take it easy on the water, but you can definitely have some. And, I think that's about it. I think we're ready to get started. All right, so the first thing that I would like to do is introduce my assistant, because you can see I have an extra mat over here. My assistant is my daughter, Miss Miranda. Miss Miranda, come on in. Woo! Woo! I'm back. All right. It's nice to have you again.
Yeah, nice to be back for session 3.
All right. Come join us.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, why is yoga important? It's important for improving our flexibility, improving our balance, and building strength, muscle strength. All right, so we want to keep working on all those things today. Counselors, if you'll take just a minute, you can pause the camera, and I'd like you to go around the room and ask your kids what their name is and what their favorite number is and why. So take maybe about 5 minutes and do that, and then come on back to me. All right? All right, we're ready to get started. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with our breath, because in yoga, breath is so important, isn't it?
Very true.
It is. It's all about breath. And in fact, breath can help get you through a pose that you're having trouble with. Just using your breath can help push you through that hard exercise. All right, so this is called ladder breath. So we're going to hold our hands right here on the bottom rung, and we're going to pretend that we're climbing up a ladder for 4 and then down the ladder for 4. Up and down. Go ahead and copycat me. Up and down. Now let's make sure that we're using that breath. All right? As we're climbing up, we're inhaling, and as we're climbing down, we're going to exhale. All right, so get ready. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Inhale, ready, begin. Open your eyes. Everyone, you should be sitting in crisscross position. Those fingers should be in meditation state. All right, I usually put my thumbs and my index finger together. Just rest the back of your hand, the back of your wrist on your knees. When you're not sure what to do or you need to take a break, this is a nice position to be in and just to chill. All right, and you can watch the kids around you do what they're doing. All right. Now, we're going to start with our first pose, scissors pose. We're going to lay down on our back. So make sure that your feet are on the edge of your mat. You're going to lay down on your mat, and we're going to bring those legs straight up into the air. All right, so as we lay down and we bring those legs up, then we're going to alternate. We're going to push our hands into the mat and we're going to alternate like scissors. So we're going to drop a foot and then switch and 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 switch. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll up. And our next pose we learned the other day. It's bridge pose. All right? In fact, Miranda showed us the other day. Miranda, would you show us bridge pose, please?
Sure.
You know what? You go in the front and I'll go in the back.
All
Everyone,
right.
lay down on your backs. Bring your toes back to your tushy. Make sure that your hands can touch the back of your feet. All right? So from right here, you're going to press your belly into the mat, and then you're going to lift up and push up as high as you can. Close your eyes, don't move your neck. Slowly lower your tushy down. And let's do it again. Ready and up. Oh, this is a great exercise for warming up your lower body, warming those upper thighs. Feels so good. And relax. One more time. Ready? Push up. Breathe. See if you can lift a little higher. How high can you go? And slowly bring your knees down. Bring those knees into your chest. Slowly roll up. Good job. All right. Next pose is lying down L pose. Now you can stay that way.
Oh, okay.
You lay down that way and I'll lay down over here. Right here. Yep, you're fine.
All right.
So we're going to face the camera.
Okay.
All right. We're going to lay down on our side. This next exercise is called lying down L pose. So in this pose, we're going to lay down on one side. Our bodies are completely straight. We are then going to lift the up leg, the leg that's on top, and we're going to reach with our hand and try to touch our toes. But you're not going to be able to. Oh, my daughter can. Oh, my goodness. Up. Woo. Go, Miranda. Woo, woo. All right. Now, when you're doing this, you should feel a nice stretch. Woo. I'm feeling it.
That feels really good.
Woo. Hold it. Feel that stretch. Try to straighten your leg as much as you can. So if your leg is bent like this, that's not so good. All right? See if you can really force that leg to go straight. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for me. I'm feeling it. All right? You should feel a little twinge right back here in your hamstrings. Feels so good though. Whew. All right. Bring it down and we'll go to the other side. Because remember, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. All right? So we're going to lay down. Use our hand in front to prop us up. Now lift that leg up and stretch it out. There you go. My daughter makes that look so easy, doesn't she? Wow, she can really get that leg back. Woo! Oh, it's nice to be young, isn't it? I remember those days. All right, now, from right here, we're going to roll onto our bellies. And we're going to do Superman pose. All right?
Ooh.
So we're going to lay lay down with our face literally in the mat. And we're going to, on go, we're going to lift up our hands and our feet like we're flying like Superman. Woo! And relax. Try it again. Ready? Up. And let's do swimmer pose. While we're at it, we learned this the other day. Good job. And relax. Place your hands at your chest. Push yourself up. Open those knees up, toes together. Go back down into baby pose. Relax that lower back. And breathe. All right. Enjoy that. All right, go ahead and slowly push yourself up. We're going to sit down in crisscross position, crisscross applesauce for right now. All right, our next pose is butterfly pose. So we did this the other day too. Repeat. Feet together. Hands on your shoulders. And on the count of 3, tell me, shout out the color of your butterfly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Purple!
The same as last time.
It's always the same, isn't it? We never change. Love it. All right, next pose. We're going to stand up. It is wide angle side bend pose. So we're going to spread those legs apart. Arms out. And we're just going to lower one arm and raise the other arm up. Nice and easy. We're looking forward. The legs are straight. Look up at that other hand. Relax your face muscles. Good. Come up. And now let's go to the other side. Then we're just chilling like a villain. Everyone, show me baby pose. Do you remember how to do it? You try it first. Then we're going to do it. See if you got it right. Baby pose, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Knees apart, toes together. We actually just did it.
We did.
Yeah, baby pose right here. It's a resting pose.
Stretch and relax. This is LadyBug Yoga.
Slowly come up. Now, as we finish the rest of our poses, I want each and every one of you to try to figure out, what is the pose doing for us? Is it helping us with our flexibility? Is it a strength pose? Or is it a balance pose? Flexibility, balance, or muscle? Which is it? Now, the pose that we just did is a resting pose. All right, so that is just something a little bit different, but we're going to keep going now. And some of these are going to be hard, but we're going to do the best that we can. And again, some of them are going to be repeats. All right, so we're going to go into snake pose. We did this the other day. Lay down on your bellies. Oh. And push up. Right here. Now, if you feel really snaky, wiggle yourself up. Give me a little snake. All right. Now slowly push up. We're going to go into cat pose. Cat pose. Puff it up. Pull that belly in. Suck the belly in. Come up on those fingertips. Oh, it feels so good. Now go back into cow pose. Moo. All right, now from right here, I would like you to take one foot, come up like this, and you're gonna take one foot and put it right here. Can you do that? And just kind of chill like a villain for a sec. Get your balance. All right, now, this next pose is called lunge pose. All right, so you're gonna take your hands, place them on each side of your foot. Look how I'm wiggling my foot over to the middle so that now I've got equal space. My foot's in the middle, my hands are on each side. Now, your back toes, dig them into the mat and pick that back leg up. And now you are in lunge pose. All right. Now place your hand on the mat and lift the other hand up. Good. Lower your hand down. Switch feet. And I'm going to help it. You can use your hand to help move that foot to where you need it to be. Plant your hand and raise your other hand up. And you're looking up at that arm. Stretch that arm up. This is all balance and strength. Bring that hand down. Kick your foot back. Walk your hands back. Slowly roll up. And we're going to go right into mountain pose. If you remember mountain pose, show me mountain pose. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And just let all your air out. Inhale in. Let's hear your air just escape. Ready? Let it go. One more time. Good. Good mountain pose. All right, now, the next pose is called forward fold pose. All right, so I'd like you to bring your hands up over your head. All right, and we're gonna do a forward fold. So, and it's kind of like a swan dive. All right, so we're gonna fold over. We're gonna bring those hands down to the mat. Nice job. Now half lift up, flat back, and exhale. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale. Inhale. And now reverse swan dive. And bring the hands down to your chest. Nice job, guys. You're working it today. I'm so proud of you. This is some hard stuff, and I'm so proud. All right, next pose is frog pose. We already did frog pose. You remember how to do it? Spread those legs. Squat down. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Keep riveting around. You got this. All right, good. Next pose is an animal pose. It's just kind of silly, but it's fun. All right, everybody spread your legs really big because now we're gonna be hippos.
Oh.
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 What's so big? Oi, oi, oi. Okay.
That's a fun one.
Now, counselors, feel free to stop the video, take a pause for the cause, and just have fun. You know, if you find that there's a pose that the kids are really liking and they would like to spend more time on it, then take a pause for the cause and just do it. All right? Next pose we learned the other day, dancer pose. Let's see if we remember. Make a kickstand. If this is the leg that you have as a kickstand, then that arm comes out. This leg is straight, then this arm is straight up over your head. Now, find a spot in front of you. Focus. Don't talk. Focus. Lift that leg up into your hand. And when you feel comfortable, and if you fall out of it, it's okay. If you fall out of it, you put your foot down. Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. There we go. All right. So one day you do this, you can't do it. The next day you do it, you can do it. It's just so weird. Yoga is one of those things about just kind of how you're feeling during the day. So sometimes you can't do it, sometimes you can. Sometimes you can do it on one side and the other side you can't. But that's okay. We just keep trying and we work through it. All right? So let's do the other side now, my friends. Notice I'm spreading my toes to get a good base. I had a yoga teacher teach me that once. That was like the best thing she ever taught me. Straight leg, straight arm, bent leg, bent arm. Find that focus point. Find a point out in front of you. Lift that foot up. Get your balance. And forward fold. Stretching that arm out. Good. So good.
Yeah.
You got some good balance, daughter.
Thank you.
All right.
I've been practicing.
All right. Now, this next pose, I'm going to let my daughter do it. All right, because it's really easy. It's an animal pose. Now, remember the very first class, we learned shining star? Now we're going to do starfish pose. So, where do starfishes live? Where?
In the ocean.
That's right, in the ocean. You can find them on the beach. All right, so Miranda, go ahead, lay down on your mat and show us.
Do you want me to lay this
Yeah, you
way?
can lay this way, that'd be fine.
All right.
All right, and show us starfish pose. Arms up. There you go. Can you get them everything even wider? Because starfish are like really like, oh boy. Really stretched out. And notice at how straight her legs are and her arms are. Look how she's pointing at her toes. She's still, she's calm. She's looking up at the ceiling. I love it. Beautiful. Are you doing it now? You try it. All right, you're up. And we're gonna be sitting down. Okay, sit in front of your mat.
All right.
Okay, next pose is turtle pose. You're gonna sit down on your mat with your feet together. Now, instead of your feet being really close to you, I want you to bring them out a little bit. And you can adjust, because sometimes you might feel a little achy in your legs and in your hamstrings. So just feel free to adjust and make it work for you. If you need to pull them in, pull them in. If you need them out, then push them out. It's really up to you. But this next pose is a real pose, and we're calling it turtle pose. You're gonna take those hands, palms up. You're gonna slip them under the legs, and you're going to try to get your face into your hands, or as far down as you can. Now, while you're in this pose, you're going to relax. So not only is this a flexibility pose, but it's also a resting pose. All right? And see if you can just use your breath to fight through any pain or discomfort you might have. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch down your spine, through your legs. This is actually one of my favorite poses because it literally stretches you completely out. You can feel it in your hips, your legs, your lower back. Now slowly turn your hands over. Start to come up slowly. Oh, that was so good. Oh, I love that pose. Like seriously, it's one of my favorites. All right, next pose is kangaroo pose. So kangaroo pose, you're gonna stand up, and I believe we did this one before too, so we're having a lot of repeats today. So hopefully you're remembering what these poses are, so that as we get into our last lesson, we're gonna just be able to fly right through all the poses and you'll know what to do. All right, so kangaroo pose. Hands are right here. We're gonna come up on our toes and we're just gonna hop around our space. All right, next pose is a real pose in yoga, and it's a tad hard, and it's really important that we get our form right. So I'm gonna have my daughter help me. It is the triangle pose. All right, so Miranda, I'd like you to stand right up here, and you're gonna put your right foot this way and the other foot this way. All right? Now, notice that her legs aren't that far apart. They're about 3 feet apart, maybe. All right? And as she does it, she can also adjust. All right? She can bring that leg in closer. If she brings it in closer that way, it'll make it easier. And if she brings that foot out this way, further away, then it's gonna get a little harder. All right? Her legs are straight. Legs are straight. Now, bring those arms up. All right? And now, I want you to pop your hip to your left, and I want you to reach as far as you can. Notice how she's still looking straight at you. She's not bending forward. She's literally just leaning. Lean as far as you can, and now slowly lower this hand down until it gets to your leg. Beautiful. And now look at how she's using her head. She's turning her head and looking at that arm. The arm is straight. Beautiful. See how nice and straight her legs are. This is so important in this pose. I love this pose. This is also a stretch pose. flexibility. I'm going to do it too because I love it. All right, slowly come up. Switch your feet. So now you're going to turn in your other toe and then point this toe out. So now we're going to go this way to your right. All right, now stretch. As you stretch, push your hip out and palm goes up and bring it down, keeping those legs as straight as you can. You go down as far as you can. You can go to your knee or below your knee. There's some people that can go all the way down to the ground. But you do you. Don't worry about what your neighbor's doing. You do what feels good for you. Oh, that feels good. Come on up. Whew. And bring it together. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. All right, now go ahead and sit down. We're going to play a little game.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's fun.
Today, we're going to play the washing machine game. All right?
Ooh.
I know, the washing machine game. So, what do you need to wash your clothes in? You need a
washing machine.
A washing machine, that's right. And what do we put in the washing machine? Dirty clothes, right? Dirty clothes. So, I want you to get your dirty shirt and put it in the machine. Now get a pair of dirty pants. Put them in the machine. What else are you going to put in your washing machine? What else?
Some soap.
Some soap. All right, so we're going to put some soap in. Shh. Then what? What are we going to do now, kids? How about turn the water on?
Yeah,
We got to turn the water on, right? So we're going to turn the knob. All right, and we're going to close the lid. And now we're going to wash the clothes.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The clothes are ready. So now we're going to take them out of the washing machine, and where are we going to put them? In the
Dryer.
Booyah! All right, so get those clothes in the dryer. All right, so now we are going to do an active story. And you can see that I've got some cards here. All right, and I think we'll start with this one. All right? And this is the first time my daughter's hearing this too. So what we're going to do is, as I read the story, we're going to act out and do the animals that we're reading about. All right? So you ready?
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Sure.
All right, go ahead and stand up. All right, first, on the farm, what do we see? We see cows mooing to the side. How do you do cow pose?
Cow pose. I remember cow pose. Moo.
She's got it. All right. On the farm, what do we see? We see snakes slithering through the grass.
Oh, snake pose.
Love it. All right. On the farm, what do we see? We see horses galloping around and around.
Oh.
So,
I don't remember horse pose. Did we learn horse pose?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
But you're just going to go just like this. Love it.
Giddy up.
All right. On the farm, what do we see? We see kitty cats playing outside. Meow, 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 meow. See how nice and arched her back is? That's beautiful. All right, thank you, Miss Miranda. On the farm, what do we see? We see flowers. Oh, how beautiful they smell. Now, we did flower pose the other day. Do you remember it?
Was that the
It
one where
was
you
a-
go under?
It's a balance pose.
Oh, that's
All
right.
Feet together, hands go underneath, lift up, and we're in flower pose. Yay! All right. All right, everyone, crisscross applesauce. What a great session we had today.
That was
Thank
great.
you for joining us.
Of course,
I
it's always
loved
good.
having you. And kids, we had another great class. I hope you all had fun. Counselors, if you could take a minute and just, when we take a pause for the cause, I need you to just go around with your kids and ask them, what was their favorite pose today? Miranda, did you have a favorite pose today?
I think I would say we had a lot of repeats, but I think a new pose that we learned today that I
Yes.
enjoyed was the hippo pose.
that is a silly
That's
pose.
a fun one.
That
Very
it is
silly.
fun. Very fun, very silly. All right, so at this time, kids, let's do a little shavasana. Go ahead and lay down on your mat. Legs straight. Yeah.
Okay.
Legs straight out in front. Let your toes just kind of fall outward. Slowly roll down onto your back. Palms are up and in a nice relaxed position. Close your eyes and listen to the music. We worked hard today, and I'm so proud of you for just trying and giving it your best. You guys are so awesome, and I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. Remember to stay focused as you're doing the poses, because the more focused and quiet you are and breathe through the poses, the easier they'll become. Start wiggling your toes, wiggle your fingers. Start waking yourself up. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your side. Slowly push yourself up. Come back into crisscross applesauce. Again, thanks for joining us today. Have a lovely rest of the day. Hands at your heart. Thank you for joining us. Repeat after me. Namaste.
Namaste. Goodbye.